My friends unintentionally traumatized a burglar, and it was so ridiculous, even the cops couldn't stay serious. This happened back in university. I was hosting a big end-of-semester bash at my off-campus place in Austin. Things were wild, music blasting, people everywhere, and suddenly, my stomach betrayed me. Both bathrooms were occupied, so in a last-ditch move, I bolted out the back door and hurled into the rose bushes. When I looked up, still dizzy, I noticed something strange. My neighbor Ryan's window was wide open. Weird because Ryan was at my party and he lived alone. Curious and still wiping my mouth, I crept closer. That's when I spotted some sketchy dude with a duffel bag, frantically shoving laptops, speakers, and jewelry into it like he was in a game show. It took a few seconds to register. We were being robbed. Or rather, Ryan was. I ran back inside, yelling over the music that someone was robbing the neighbor's place. A couple of girls whipped out their phones to call the police, but most of the guys, they went full chaos mode. One grabbed a broom, another picked up a mop. Someone found a roll of duct tape. And just like that, our drunk Justice League stormed across the lawn and into Ryan's house. The burglar saw them charging and tried to escape through the window, but it was too late. The guys tackled him like it was the Super Bowl. He hit the floor hard, flailing in terror as brooms and mops rained down on him. More guys arrived, and then came Duct Tape Guy. Without a second thought, he started taping the burglar's hands and ankles. The poor guy didn't even resist, just lay there muttering that he'd give everything back. Someone came out with a giant trash bag. And yes, we stuffed him into it, like a terrified human burrito with his head poking out. The tape kept coming. We wrapped him like a gift, his body completely cocooned. Still, the cops were nowhere to be seen. One of the guys shouted, "We need more," and ran off with two others to the nearby Dollar Saver. 10 minutes later, they returned. No rubber bands, but somehow they had bought a full coil of rope. No one intended to hurt the guy. We were just stupid and drunk. I went inside to check on the rest of the party. When I came back out, my jaw dropped. They had tied the guy upside down to the streetlight in front of the house. There he hung, completely wrapped, swinging slightly in the breeze, while the rest of the crew blasted music from the speakers we'd dragged outside. Someone even tried offering him a beer, but he couldn't drink upside down. Obviously. A couple of neighbors came over to complain about the noise, but when they saw the piñata and heard the story, they burst out laughing and thanked us for catching the burglar. Finally, after nearly an hour, the police showed up. They were trying their best to look serious, but it was obvious they were holding back laughter. Turned out, this guy had been on their radar for weeks. They weren't even mad. Everyone involved was over 18. No one laid a hand on him beyond brooms and duct tape. The best part? They cut him down, tossed him into the back of the cruiser, still wrapped like a human caterpillar, and just drove away. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the last time anyone tried robbing our neighborhood